welcome to a new segment I will be adding to my weekly readings for the foreseeable future. I am making some changes to how I do this as a result of some pretty intense level ups and breakthroughs. More on that later. That being said, I will no longer be doing astrology segments on my weekly reads. Tarot only. Monthly astrology on Patreon will now be tarot monthly readings. I understand this might seem like a curveball to some, but please understand with these latest shifts that have been happening, they've been profound, and I will go where my higher levels take me. However, I would like to make a point of saying here and now, me choosing to move from public astrology horoscopes is not driven by opinion. In fact, I will still be offering astrology for personal readings, just not horoscopes. Thank you again for so much of your ongoing support, and now let's get on to your video. Hello and welcome everybody, NICO Scarlet Moon here with your Pathwatcher report. Coming in today we have a wave personified by the Empress and the Sun, a frequency vibrating the return of the pure self and a reclamation of the true journey. Not just this week, but henceforth there is an increasing feeling of release, a true return of innocence. Because of the breaking apart of distorted contrivances in the collective experience, this deep purification of the spiritual and emotional fields may feel unsettling for some during this period, but only at first. This is the elimination of constructs dependent on artifice, scripts, and illusion. This is both euphoric and disorienting in the beginning. However, depending on an individual's level of consciousness and what they carry in their energy fields, acclimation times may vary person to person. Consider the Sunday Unity meditations I have been sharing of late for a chance to lean in to these frequencies and adjust. I'll include links in the down bar below. Cyclical experiences are being rerouted to more natural and forward trajectories. Conscious creation and co-creation through intent and focus are getting a tremendous amplification. Many of us felt this new wave kick into high gear mid-last week, February 25th to 27th. Feel the freedom from imposed experience. Allow yourself time to connect and take on this new level. Feel the return of that early life childhood connection to truth. On a personal note, since about the 18th of February, I've been having recurring dreams and flashes of a friend I have not seen nor spoken to since we were 7. If you're watching this, feel free to contact me through the Scarlet Moon Facebook page or my Instagram at ScarletMoonNico. Hey there, Capricorn, and all of you Capricorn-identified folks out there, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your weekly tarot reading for the week starting March 2nd, 2020. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you may also just simply follow those links below. Just open up the down bar beneath this video. Also, just real quick, I want to remind everyone, just in case they might have missed it, even though I just mentioned it in the intro, I will still be offering astrology in one-on-one sessions. Just because I'm stepping away from doing them for general horoscopes doesn't mean I won't have that available, okay? And I'll explain that in a video to come. So what is going on when it comes to this week? Well, for the incoming wave, we've already covered that. Remember, that is going to be settling in this week and here to stay, affecting everybody, not just any one sign, and it's not just for 1 week. However, for you specifically, well, we've got the archetypal theme of the Chariot upright, and this is going to be affecting all areas of your life, all areas of your experience. And the Chariot is all about acceleration towards greatness, acceleration towards mastery, but also at the same time getting things under control. The sevens, which is what the Chariot is all about, the sevens are all about whipping things into shape. And that's a big focus of this week for you, because I'm seeing with the Chariot card upright, the big archetypal theme for you is not only allowing yourself to rise to prominence, but also allowing yourself to maybe even take the spotlight when that spotlight might be occupied. And I know that sounds really crazy and egotistical, but hear me out. Where have you maybe been surrendering spotlights? Where have you maybe been stepping back into the shadows? Where have you been letting maybe the more eager or over-eager take a spot or a position that is rightfully yours. Not as some insane, entitlement complex, but just a matter of qualification. This week, the Chariot card upright is overwhelmingly supportive of you going through and making sure that you are allowing yourself to have your voice heard, but also start whipping things into shape in other areas. You have a chance to even allow this to improve environments, energies, and expressions in other spaces, entire groups, workforces, families, and just individual one-on-one connections. The Chariot card upright is indicating where you lead, people will follow, and you will overcome those obstacles that come your way. You are in a snowplow this week. Use it wisely. As we get to news and arrivals, well, we have the Nine of Swords upright, and it does look like there is going to be a circumstance where somebody is actually reaching out to you with some kind of guilty conscience. And I'm wondering if this is necessarily something that they have done towards you, or they're having a guilty conscience about something that maybe they have sort of co-created with another person. And the Nine of Swords is indicating that in this way they are going to basically be surrendering to a new person, a new idea, which I think is going to be you. Because with the Nine of Swords, what I'm actually getting is this person they can't cope with whatever is happening here. Whatever they have done, they have actually put themselves in a space where they do need to actually pass the torch. That's what's coming through. And I know that's not textbook, but you know what I say about that. At some point you have to leave the textbooks behind or you'll never grow beyond that point. And with the Nine of Swords, this guilty conscience may be about holding on to a torch, or maybe it's a guilty conscience about, again, something that they've done. They're confessing something to you. They're letting you in on something that's about to happen. You get to go play hero. It makes me think of almost like a Saturday morning cartoon show from the 80s where some, villain sidekick has a change of heart and runs over to the Thundercats and says, hey, something's going to happen. You need to go and do this. I feel really bad. Protect me. Like, there's something like that kind of coming out this week. Now, it may not be so black and white, cut and dry, right? It's not a cheesy 80s children's cartoon. But it is something that gives you a chance to maybe reorder where power, authority, as well as just general effectiveness, kindness, equity, and equanimity exists in your social sphere. As we get down to material and business, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. And this week, it looks like somebody's actually disqualifying themselves to be a part of either a team that you're on or handle an important matter that you have. And with the Knight of Cups reversed, I feel very similarly a sense of guilt, an I'm sorry moment coming through. This could actually be a situation where we have to deal with a bit of a disappointment. We find out that something is not going to pan out as planned or as maybe it was boasted to us, simply because the Knight of Cups reversed may have just been saying anything and everything to be liked or to get the job done. However, remember that Chariot card upright energy. This is something that can still be an advantage to us. We have a circumstance already where two external cards are showing people prostrating themselves for you in order to get themselves out of a bind, and yet at the same time it elevates your position. With the Knight of Cups reversed, I do feel that this will actually yield a positive for you once this matter is actually settled. And this could be that you even take over something that probably was rightfully yours, financially, professionally, or otherwise. As we get to love and relationships, when it comes to romance, we have the King of Swords upright. And I'm actually feeling that a partner is going out of their way to sort of help you with, I guess you could say, your chariot journey this week, because there is some kind of handoff going on. A partner, or maybe even somebody new if you're available and looking, is giving you some very precious resource, whether it's a piece of information, a connection, a hookup, or something like that, which is ultimately going to not only prove their affection, love, loyalty, and interest in you, but also have a widespread ripple effect on the rest of your respective lives. The King of Swords upright is also indicating that a partner or maybe somebody new is also going to come in and hopefully, I was almost going to say hopefully not literally. No, not literally. Take a bit of a crack or a stab at maybe something that you didn't know was a problem, that you didn't know was a challenge in your life. This might have been something flying under your radar. This might have been something that you had gotten so used to you forgot it was a problem. Don't try and, slap them down or smack them down. Your partner, your crush is actually on the right track here. And even if you got used to it, or maybe somebody, gaslit you into thinking it was okay, this partner, this crush, is actually doing you a real solid here. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.